Party back from almost the dead. We are at 36 seats in the House of Commons with over 300 seats now. We're in the third place, and for us to be doing as well as we are cannot simply be explained by having picked the right leader or by having a government that is plagued by scandal. Something else is happening across this country. People are deciding that it's time to get involved with politics in a positive way. People are tired of the negativity, the attacks, the constant competition that ends up being a race to the bottom in politics these days, and people are now understanding that it's time to stop being cynical and vote against, and we want to vote for. And that's why, as leader of the Liberal Party, I've brought the party to focus on three very, very important themes that I think are going to carry us not just to the 2015 election, but into government following that election. And those themes aren't particularly challenging. They're ones that are important to us in our everyday lives. The economy. Making sure that Canada's economy works for everyone. For new Canadians, for the middle class that is struggling, it hasn't necessarily been effective. Even though our country has grown by over 100% in the past 30 years, we've more than doubled the size of our GDP. Median family incomes, that's average middle class revenue, has increased by only about 14 or 15%. So people feel that even though the country is doing well, Canadians are struggling. They're worried that for the first time our kids won't have greater opportunities than we inherited from our parents. They're worried that the quality of life from one generation to the next won't automatically increase. And that's something we have to turn around. People say, you know what, Canada is a much smaller country than the rest of the world, and we're victims of forces that are going on around the world, so we can't possibly hope to turn that around. Well, I find that lacks ambition. We have an extraordinary country with the capacity to build on our natural resources, invest in our human resources, build entrepreneurship and innovation, and be on the cutting edge in terms of trade, foreign investment, getting our resources to market, being at the cutting edge of the global economy, investing in education. These are the things we need to be doing. And if I have a criticism of this current government, it's not the scandals, it's not the negativity, it's not the divisions, although I'll criticize them on that as well. My biggest criticism is on its lack of ambition for the country. They don't see us as being able to solve the great challenge we're facing and basically say, oh no, we just need to try and get by. So that's why the primary focus of the Liberal Party right now is very much on building a strong economy in which all Canadians have an opportunity to succeed, to prosper, to get ahead. But the second thing we need to work on is the international aspect of Canada. How we get our foreign relations right, how we understand that our diversity is not just something that we're strong in spite of, but it's something we're strong because of. Our capacity to thrive in a country that is as multicultural and diverse as Canada is something that is good, not just for Canada, but for the entire world. The world needs places that have figured out how to get along despite differences in language, culture, perspectives, religion, background. And Canada does that well, better than just about anyone else. But if we are to build a strong economy, if we are to build bridges within and across cultures, it must hinge on the third thing that I'm working very hard on, and that is restoring a bond of trust in this country. When we talk about trust in politics, people keep thinking about, oh, do we trust our politicians? I don't know if we trust our politicians. And that's well and good, and that's a piece of it. But for me, the question needs to be, do politicians trust Canadians? When you have governments that are busy hiding, that are busy spinning, that are busy putting out propaganda and not telling the full story, and trying to distract us with simple spin and sound bites, as opposed to actually sharing, yes, the challenges we're facing, but yes, some ambitious solutions on how to get there, then we're breaking that bond of trust. And we need to have a government, once again, that is worthy of this country, with the openness, with the transparency, with the accountability, but with the level of faith that Canadians are willing to be part of creating solutions that will do right by us here, but also resonate to all our friends around the world. These are some of the challenges that I'm working on. But I'll be quite frank, I can't do it alone. We have been very lucky and very fortunate to have had a good year this 2013. But it has been because we have drawn in people from across the country to look positively towards politics again. All of you took moments out of a busy schedule and a busy week to come and meet with me here tonight, to get involved, to take an interest in politics. That, for me, is an extremely hopeful gesture that says you're interested in being part of building solutions, not just picking the winning team like it's a sports bet. This is about the community we want to build. It's about the country we want to build. And with your presence here tonight, just like Canadians across the country with their donations, with their volunteerism, and ultimately with their votes, are all about pulling together to build a brighter future for us all. So for your presence here tonight and your support, I thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks, Justin, and thanks everyone for allowing me to play host today. These are my friends, Justin, and I think what you've said resonates, I'm confident resonates to my friends. If there's a place where people are from who understand challenges, who understands ambition, that's Taiwan. And if you want to know a place who faces international challenges, who are trying to make sure they contribute on an international level, that's Taiwan. If you want to know about the culture that's built on trust, you have everybody in this room. That's what it's about. This is our community. And certainly, if those are your three principal messages, I'm sure everybody in this room would like to lend a hand to help make that a reality in our country. And it's an honor for me to be your friend and for you to have accepted me as friend. And of course, my connection with the Liberal Party goes a long time, with many deep and long friendships with BC and Raymond. And I can't pass today without mentioning that your father had a big part of my family coming into this country. And my mother, who's holding her phone there, was wise enough to bring our family. I am the 1.5 generation. I was grade 4 when I came. And the relationship goes deep because I have Justin and Michaela stand up and say hi with her friends who are doing their best to entertain everybody there.
Thank you for your beautiful music.
And certainly, the message here, Justin, if anything to take away, is everyone in this room is a contributor to the Canadian economy, to the Canadian culture, to Canadian society as a whole. I think BC put it very well. This is only a small cross-section of the people that are contributing to our country, the country that you want to see happen. And I'm very confident that every one of us here would be prepared to support the mandate that you're driving. And as a friend to a friend, I'm introducing you to our friends, to BC's friends, to my friends, and hopefully they will become your friend and you could accept them as your friend as well.